Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong, napaunlarin ang mahal na.
You may now be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We are gathered here tonight for the 2024 Olympic Day Paris Olympics send-off. To formally begin our program, may we call on stage Philippine Olympic Committee President and Tagaytay City Mayor Abraham Tolentino to deliver his welcome remarks.
Sa atin pong minamahal na Pangulo, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., members of the Senate, President here, Senator Pia, May Utol, Senator Tol, members of the House of Representatives in Sports, Congressman Roby Puno, Congressman Anyela, Congressman Eric Buhain, members of the POC Executive Board, and the Philippine Sports Commission family headed by Chairman Richard Bachman. Our dear major sponsors, especially in this one-month training camp headed by Mr. Manny Panghilinan of MVP Sports, Signal, and Smart, Adidas and Peak for the apparel, tracksuits we're wearing, Francis Libiran for the Parade Barong uniform, Samsung, ICE, officials of the different NSAs bound for Paris, members of the Philippine Olympians Association, headed by Akiko Thompson, officials and qualified athletes of Paralympics, headed by Mike Barredo, and finally, the officials and qualified athletes bound for Paris Olympics. We will be leaving tomorrow morning for the one-month training camp that we conceptualized since last year. Ngayon lang po magkakaroon ng sama-sama ang buong Philippine team for 1 month in one place, courtesy also of District of Lamuzelle, City of Metz. It's 1 hour away from Paris by train, with complete facilities, yung pong kakailanganan natin habang nagtitraining, hyperbaric machines, pressotherapies, all sports labs, clinics, even hospitals, they will provide. This 1 month before the official games, we will be in the training camp before we enter the athletes' village 3 days before the game. And the opening is on July 26. We are also celebrating this year the 100 years of Olympic participation. Isang daang taong pong pakikipaglaban sa sports since 1924, when we first joined, courtesy of our runner David Nepomuceno, who was joined by his coach, Dr. Ilagan, who placed a runner placed fourth on that event. Even for 33 days, he traveled to Paris via boat from Manila to Hong Kong, Hong Kong to Vietnam, then Vietnam to Paris, and arriving with no practice. That's the big difference now with this setup with our national coaches, personal coaches, physiologists, nutritionists, PTs, masseurs. That's why we are all excited in this Paris Olympics 2024 edition. Again, Mr. President, mahal na Pangulo, it's an honor to present to you the Philippine team, the Philippine Olympians and Paralympians bound for Paris Olympics 2024. Mabuhay po kayong lahat at magandang gabi po.
Thank you very much, Tagaytay City Mayor Abraham Tolentino. At this point, we shall now witness the turnover of the Philippine flag. May we request the President to please proceed on stage and lead the turnover. Likewise, we invite the PSC Chairman and of course, our POC President. President. And a round of applause for our athletes. At this juncture, may we request the PSC Chairman, Richard Backman, to introduce our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to our Commission Chairman, Richard Bachman. Please take your seat. I made sure that I'm in the appropriate uniform for the event that we have this evening. Senator Francis Tolentino, who has, together with the mayor, played a very large part in this. Senator Pia Cayetano, who has not only been interested in sport, but a sportsman herself. A sportswoman herself. We were decrying the fact earlier, and I told her, you know, there was a time when we were still competing, the two of us. Ngayon, we just sent people off to the Olympics. Yun na lang ang trabaho natin. The members of the Philippine Sports Commission, our friends and partners who have been so supportive of our athletes, and our most important guests here for the evening, our Filipino Olympics and Paralympics athletes who are bound for Paris tomorrow. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it was in 1924 that the first Filipino Olympic athlete carried with him the hopes and aspirations of a very young nation. A world-class sprinter during his time, David Nepomuceno, who was mentioned earlier, was a beacon of potential and promise. He embarked on a journey that not only defined his life, but also blazed the trail for future Filipino athletes. He laid the groundwork for these athletes who are going now. And he demonstrated that our nation can stand tall on the global stage when it comes to sports. So fast forward now to 100 years on. We gather here today to perpetuate the legacy of that determination and excellence that Philippine athletes have bravely demonstrated all throughout the years. More than a send-off, this is an opportune time to get inspiration from the countless athletes who have carried our flag with pride throughout the years. Imagine the scene at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Heidelin Diaz Naranjo stands before the barbell, the weight of history resting on her shoulders. And as she hoisted that heavy weight above her head, she lifted the hopes of the entire nation. Her victory, the first Olympic gold medal for the Philippines, resonated across the entire country, a beacon of what can be achieved with perseverance and unwavering faith. She was not alone. Nesty Petesio, Carlo Palam, Yumer Felix Marcial, their silver and bronze medals stood right next to her, embodying the same spirit of perseverance and sacrifice and discipline and excellence. Their successes were not personal victories only for themselves. They were a triumph for every single Filipino, especially young Filipinos who dared to dream of reaching such great heights, who dared to believe that they could achieve what could have been considered as impossible. So the athletes that we are sending to this year's Olympics embody the quintessence of that Filipino spirit, a spirit that knows no bounds, thrives on adversity, and dares to break any barriers put before them. As we gather tonight to give our well-wishes to our athletes embarking on the 2024 Paris Olympics, my heart swells with pride and optimism. I see before me men and women who have sacrificed countless early mornings, long afternoons, late nights in pursuit of perfection. From humble beginnings to the world stage, each of you has woven a tapestry of courage, of discipline, of sacrifice, and of strength. Your stories speak not just of feats of athleticism, but your growth as a firm, relentless, and forever reaching your dreams like every Filipino. And we have invested in those dreams. We have tried to support the sports movement here in the Philippines. We have granted 52 million pesos for the preparation, training, and participation of Filipino athletes in the 2024 Paris Olympics. For this year alone, over 1.1 billion pesos in sports through the PSC has funded the aspirations and future of Filipino athletes. We continue to rehabilitate our major sports facilities, such as the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, the Field Sports Complex, to give our youth a fitting stage to improve and to showcase their talents. And presently, we are finishing the National Academy of Sports System in Tarlac and the Philippine Sports Training Center in Bataan to train, to hone, and to develop present and aspiring athletes for future competitions. So on top of all these efforts, I direct the Office of the Executive Secretary to release to the Philippine Sports Commission any funds to help support the preparation and participation of our athletes in these upcoming Olympics. All of this demonstrates this commitment that we have to the advancement of Filipino athletes by equipping them with the tools and encouragement to realize their full potential. I encourage all Filipinos to rally behind our athletes as they pursue and compete in the 2024 Paris Olympics. After all, we are not just chasing medals. We are sprinting towards making history bringing honor to our country and inspiring us all. To our athletes, you carry our hopes and dreams to Paris. You also carry with you the banner of our nation that believes in you, stands proudly beside you, and celebrates your every triumph, and is with you through any obstacle. Whether in the boxing ring, on gymnastics floor, sculling in the rowing, or in any area that you compete in, you exemplify the very best of what it means to be a Filipino. We are competitive, courageous, and determined, but we do it with a smile on our face. As you step onto the global stage, hold our flag high and show the world what a Filipino is made of. We believe in you, we are proud of you, and we will be with you every step of this remarkable journey. Mabuhay ang mga atletang Pilipino. Mabuhay ang ating mga Paris Olympians at Para-Olympians. At kami ay nandito. At palagay ko, yung sigaw namin na pagka pinapanood kayo namin, lalakasan namin yung sigaw namin. Kahit dito sa Maynila, maririnig ninyong hanggang dun sa Paris. Maraming salamat. Magandang.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now, may we request the President to remain on stage and kindly grant us a photo opportunity. So may we call on all of our Olympians to please proceed on stage. Thank you to our Olympians. And please exit to your right. Thank you, athletes. At this point, may we request the President to kindly grant us a group photo with all of our guests. May we ask all of our guests to please stand and join the President for a group photo. May we ask our Paralympians to be in front of the stage to join our group photo. All right, are we ready? Let us flash that Olympic smile. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. And that concludes our program with Mr. President. We thank you once again for gracing the event tonight. Let us all come together to wish our athletes the very best as they represent our country on the global stage. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.